Hey everyone, this is Halcyon and welcome to my tutorial series. What you just heard was a part of my song Escape With Me was started in Charlottesville. In this tutorial series, I want to tell you how you can make music like this, starting off with all the basics like what you need to start producing, and then in an advanced series show you how to get more into depth and how to produce quality music, improve your mixing and mastering skills. In this series, I will probably have some advertisements for companies like iZotope, just because they were very kind and gave me their products to show off in my YouTube videos and use it for production. Just don't wonder, it won't be much, just saying those are awesome thanks to iZotope and many others. The first thing I guess is you're asking what do I need for producing. So the first thing you see actually here, this is Ableton Live. It's called a DAW or Digital Audio Workstation, which is the software in which you can create music or record music like guitars, pianos, whatever, vocals, and edit them. After on, you need sample packs and plugins. Sample packs are like folders which include different samples like drums, for example, a kick, a snare, and so on, which you can just drag in your program and create beats with it. And then further on, for the plugins, those are from different companies. Like I said, iZotope, there is Native Instruments, and many more. Those create digital instruments, like, for example, a really popular example is Massive. Massive can create sounds, and you can create different sounds with it with just tweaking these knobs. And in the end, you get like Scrake's bassy sounds, but I will get more into depth later on. First off, I want to talk about the difference between different plugins. So you have, as I said, plugins which make sounds, like instrument plugins, and then there are plugins which affect the audio. So you have either something like a reverb, which creates a digital hall in which the sound goes, so it sounds like it's in a big hall or it's far away or distant, and a delay which just delays and repeats the sound, so it sounds like an echo effect. And then there are mixing plugins which are like for cleaning sounds, like an equalizer, or reducing dynamics, which is called a compressor, which just compresses the sound. This is just like the basic knowledge. I will go into every kind of plugin later. And optionally, you could also use a MIDI keyboard, which is looking like a keyboard with white and black keys. You can plug it into your computer and then you can play different notes. It also works over the keyboard of your computer, but I think it's just, as a piano player myself, I think it's just more useful to have an actual keyboard in front of you. And they start at like $30 to $40, and there are more professional ones with knobs and pads for a few $100s. So it would be just useful to start with something small, and then when you get more into music and want to invest more money, you can get a better MIDI keyboard. So last but not least, you also need something to hear actually what you do. For this, you could just use headphones or actually get monitors. For the start, I just recommend stay with what you have, like a gaming headset or what you're listening on. And later on, you could get equipment like studio headphones. Those start like $60 to $70, like the okay ones. They are getting expensive the more professional you get, but I always say, if you know your equipment, like how your headphones sound and what are the advantages and disadvantages of them, you can get a good mix even with equipment which is not as expensive. So it also would be great if you get like monitors so you can hear it differently, like headphones work differently like monitors apparently. Those started like a pair for $150 and go up like the high-end classes, freaking expensive, like a couple of thousands. So don't stress too much about it. That's basically what you need just for the beginning. I want to get back to the point of digital audio workstations again. Here you see Ableton Live, but there are many more, like FL Studio, Logic Pro X, Cubase. It's just like, in the end, they are all the same, just for creating music. And it doesn't matter if you're on Ableton, Logic, FL Studio, it's just the workflow. To get started, just get the demo from the websites. I will link for FL Studio, Cubase, and Ableton both below. So just download the demo and mess around, and if you feel comfortable, maybe crack it. I'm not saying crack software, but for the beginning, I think just to know things in depth, maybe crack it. And if you really dig it, buy it. Like, everything you can see here is bought. But I think if I make money off music, I should give this money back to the people who even make it possible for me to make music. Those are the creators of Slyenth1, Massive, or Contact, and what do we have here? FM8, iZotope, Insight, everything. Just give the money back to them, but just do it when you have the money. So try to get started, and as soon as you think you could make a career out of music, I would actually spend money and see it as an investment for the future. So I think this is just for the brief start, and I will go later into plugins again and explaining everything. I hope you enjoyed it. See ya!